Oh my god, it's part 13. Surely something unlucky has to happen here. Well, guess what? It doesn't, because I filmed several parts in advance right now. As I may have mentioned before, my main problem with this whole series is that I keep wanting to just continue playing. Let me explain what those symbols that you just saw mean. That means there's a life up somewhere on here. The change F means that somewhere on here I can get the frog version of my humongous mech. And the question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark means there's a super chip on here, namely near the end of the stage. And I'm not touching the super chips for reasons that will become obvious later. What is this stage meant to be? Charge shot. Yeah, this is a bit of a difficult jumping puzzle, given you're under attack all the time, and attacks actually slow you down significantly in this game. Now, I missed the heart. There is a heart container in this room, but I missed it because it's blocked by annoying blocks that only go away when you've defeated Blast Hornet, which is the next boss I'm going to face after this. Yes. It does still strike me as a bit unfair that they made a bonus hidden behind something that only disappears according to which bosses you've beaten, but I didn't design this game. I don't have to take responsibility for that, thank God. And oh my, what could that possibly be? Right. If anyone knows how to get this without the air dash, then please make a video so I can salute you. However, that is not the point. The frog mech we'll get onto the frog mech later because I need it for another bonus. Up, 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 up. Again, this shows that, frankly, gameplay is a lot more important than thinking about whether or not those your robot enemies would actually be remotely practical enemies. I mean, flying things with a blade on them. Come on. Down, jump. Okay, so there's nothing in there. Yeah, since I let you miss the annoying intro for this boss, it's meant to be the gravity beetle. Now, I've seen some spurious relationships in my time playing this game, but gravity and beetles. And it isn't very comforting to know that all the bosses in this damn series are robots of some animal with some very strange trait that relates to their weapon. And not one of them actually. And so I can confirm, having played the first. No, fuck it. And as you've seen, the majority of the bosses here don't actually look like the animal they're meant to be. Now, let's use the frog mech. This thing is the only mech that can survive underwater, because for some reason they could get waterproofing for X, but not for the majority of his mechs. However, you aren't going to be using it much because it hops. It fucking hops. Not satisfied with going normally, it hops. Who wants a mech that can only hop? So instead, we're going to get the Hawk mech. You remember this one, the one with the giant jetpack and the missile launchers. And you know that jetpack? How did they get a good enough jetpack to work on this thing? Oh, he's not good enough to get there. Not this time, at least. You've seen this before. You've seen this, yes, including those weird spiky edged things. Now, up here, get the hawk, jump up there, this is where the jetpack actually comes in useful. Dash jumping! And, you know, making finicky little jumping puzzles that were designed for X himself, not X riding a humongous mech. Shame his missiles aren't homing. If you're underwater, the frog's missiles are homing, because they're torpedoes. How did I get that? How the hell did I get that? Did I, like, brush it with one of my missile launchers or something? So about the whole thing, now as certain as it sounds, they actually couldn't handle having a different sprite for left and right. It was apparently presented as an amazing feature of one of the later Street Fighter games, that they could have this guy who was red on one side and green on the other, and have it not fucking up. By the way, this is a secret, but by the red capsule I can tell that it's one of the super chips, and I thus don't want to touch it. So you can only have one super chip, and there's a granddaddy of super chips coming up later in the game. Ooh, health. What a pity that I now cannot get it. And I've been hurt again. Seriously. You'd think those... What is it with those plasma balls? How do they do so much? Fortunately, all the enemies were on screen at the time. And now, we get onto the Beetle. The gravity Volkswagen, who was weak against that Tiger's minigun. Well, he at least looks a bit like a beetle. Apart from the whole anthropomorphic thing. Yeah. This is getting ludicrously easy. I really am when I'm playing through again to do the bonus videos where I kill Bit and Bite and Vile permanently, and with all the consequences that implies, I am actually going to try and beat all the bosses without using their weaknesses, because it makes them far too easy, and Bit, Bite and Vile were actually a bit difficult without using the weaknesses. Okay, yet another colour swap, yet another boss weapon. You get Gravity Well. See, in most places we call these things Texans or black holes, but here they're just using the word Gravity Well. Oh, and by the way, movie finished, therefore me dubbing the movie is finished.
This is Shadow the Sparky Thingy signing off.